Hey peeps. So anyway, I thought I'd stop by. For a bit. It's been an extraordinarily long night and day. Um, yeah. Anyway, and as always, especially in Jurassic Park. Not had time to really touch buttons today, but um, things have been sent back and forth. Type of thing. Been made aware of some things. Some of the tragedy pimps, they're normal stalkers or assuming some things, whatever. Don't really care. However, I gotta tell you, we're in a rinse and repeat phase, a continual phase, really, but there are certain times a year they get up to some of the most notorious rinse and repeat patterns. You can mark it like anniversary dates around here, honestly. Same shit, different day. One of those is like the bonus cycle the other night. Um, Manipulation to try to pull me there anyway, and also the crap, blah blah, which didn't work. I didn't go until forever later. I don't even know why I ended up over there. And then people inevitably acting like they're the victims and I'm the bad guy because all that was shit, and acting like they're oblivious to what was done, why, how, and whatever. Same stuff, right? Like, whatever. I ain't even opening that crap. Like, I see you all. Seriously. I'm over it. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. It's nothing more, nothing less than a bunch of cons, liars, manipulators, criminals, toasted ass junkies, abusers, trash ass humans hidden behind icons, doing all the monster things and perfect feeding pools surrounding very heartfelt and emotional things they can use to screw with everyone from real hearts that really come to this realm expecting that and to get news and info, etc. on these cases wrongly. Think they're watching real human beings really give a damn, not realizing they're being eaten alive. Two, manipulated, blah, blah. I don't know. There's so many bad judges of character around here, People who don't know the signs and tales of whatever. I don't know how. For me, it's perfectly obvious. Others in the world, I don't know. They have a harder time with it. Harder time seeing it. Harder time identifying what they're looking at when they're looking at it, hearing it. You know. Anyway, that being said, uh, for me, there have been many uh, of these creators I never had to fuck with once to know what they were. Even before I left Pinhill, it's like hearing Toasty Moose Knuckle Jr., who enjoys tormenting women and children, then laps up their tears, probably much like her father who burns children and women to death, and it's just finding his life every day. You know, apples and trees and all. Anyway, so, you know, even before leaving Ben Hill and such, I'd heard and I'd seen what that one got up to. I didn't know really what realm it was in or where the fuck it was while they were talking to it. I didn't quite understand all that, but I could hear it. And heard some of their plotting, planning, heard the way she spoke to Candace, tried to light shit off in the background, had Dawn talking. I heard it, and it didn't take me but 2 seconds to identify it for what it was. And then I come here and realize that's what the fuck I've been dealing with all the time, right? I'm like, holy shit, dude. That's what the fuck they've been fucking around with? Seriously? Okay. Ain't no need to touch it, go near it, right? But, you know, first time I ever tapped a button. Couldn't even figure out I was fucking sub dude, shouldn't have been. But there's my name, all nine. Go into the room. I'm like, oh, this can't be good. Told my bestie. I went in there and it was the goofiest gaslighting bunch of bullshit I've ever seen. It was swearing up and down. I was being kicked by like fucking gnomes under the table and shit. I was reading off speeches in my videos. I don't know. It was straight stupid. Just manipulation and get up here if you weren't being kicked under the table and reading from speeches, which, let's be real, it's projecting there because it, you know, PG and everybody else were, well, used to writing all the speeches and coming up with con and dance for others around Ben Hill. So they had that on their mind. So I'm like, don't project that shit on me, bro. Guilty ass motherfuckers. Bunch of covering ass up. Drama. Case destroying freakazoids. Anyway, so later on, obviously, I realized that. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. No wonder, you know, Toasty Moose Knuckle Jr.'s thoughts went speech writing. It's because she's guilty in sin of it and knew what her, J4, PG, and the rest were up to, along with We Can Leave You Hopeless and all them around Summer's case and what they're up to with Candace and Dawn. Ain't nobody got no motherfucking time for all that shit, alright? So anyway. I was like, you gotta be kidding me with these kitty attempted slick ass manipulation attempts and cringe worthy female. Take the link, and if you're not gaslight shit. Bro, are you what? Are you grown? You know? And I was like, good freak. You got shit to say to you. So I was like, oh well, peace. Um immediately out of the gate tried to trigger. I mean, didn't even fucking, you know, like I'm trigger me up on panel to give her, you know, it's one of those moments. It's like, no, I don't believe you said this to that. And this, I mean, it's just so babyfied, right? It's like, eh. It was weak sauce, right? It's so obvious and transparent what it was doing. There's never really a need to hunt the obvious ones and just compile on them as you go, but ain't no need to mess about with them either. And that was one of them. It was absolutely that transparent. And it's like, ew. So anyway, I get this thing sent earlier. I don't know what the fucking happened. Today wasn't my intention. I was actually busy sending shit on a whole bunch of these players across the nation, emails, detectives, from the compilation files. And also to try to get more than a few of them stopped in about two of the current cases they're latched onto. So that's what I've been doing today with the spare time in between doing all kinds of other things. So, that's what I've spent some of my day on anyway. Just trying to shut them down and to finally push over things to places, states, district attorneys, state attorney generals, that type of thing, police, detectives, etc., across the country on these people. Right down to the goddamn pick-me-ass Karens and their private discords and their communities and everything else. Who have been playing such large roles into in each and every case. You know, their little research teams, and those who acquire people and do the first things to gather the info and get up to some of the most fuckery that act as the buffers in ways, but actually take the brunt eventually, for the creators, I guess. Imagine paying motherfuckers for a membership that gets you up to some criminal fucking shit. Get y'all wrapped up in some shit like that. Imagine paying them to do that to you. Ain't that wild? That's wild. But whatever, bros. Wrenches, I don't know. Oh, we're in the top tier. Oh, look, this creator's really my friend, and I had to pay him to highlight or answer my question. Oh my god. I had to pay him to speak to him 1 to 5 phone calls a month, an hour to 5 at a time, or I don't know what the fuck. $75.99. ShamWow. Anyway, so what happens is eventually I get this sent to me. And that's all fine. So like I said, I don't know where the fuck it happened when it happened today, but it happened today. Yeah. Toasty Moose Knuckle Jr. there. Looks like it was on some sort of stupid roll. Typical, right? Typical basic shit for it. Same shit, different day. More than several cases deep. Um, Always hosting the other monsters. It so enjoys because it too is one of why. You ever see any real people visit that thing? Think about it. Think about that real hard. You ever see any of the normal folks out here really pay a visit? In actual anybody's own cases, go speak to it, chill with it. Think about all the cases. Now I know they all have their different personas and objectives around here, and certain ones take over certain people they can get their hands on, while the others play different sides of the scripted horse shit around here in a string of cons and criminals and trash ass tragedy films. They all work as one, but you know, there's a reason you don't see people making a beeline for that one out of the normal world or out of these cases, witnesses, others, I think most people can see and feel it for what it is. Um, it is a monster of a caliber. It's not your regular. Trash ass tragedy pimp. Right? This one is indeed. I mean, y'all think that tacky monster tattoos and shit, like just some goofy chick with some like Snickers bar, no regrets. It ain't. I mean, it's for me. That's the most caucasity trash thing I've ever seen. And I live in the middle of all kinds of wild folks that get all kinds of wild tattoos. But seriously, you got fucking drink logos, dude. Like that shit went out of style in '93 on fucking 4-wheel drives, peeling off the back windows, man. So anyway, I just can't, whatever. But it thinks it's cute because it knows what it is. Self-advertisement when it is, right? Anyway, it's your warning sign. Tacky, but legit. Anyway, um, it's not your average, though it's very easy to see. So it's kind of weak in that manner, but because it is so transparent. Um, but it is exactly of the caliber of the monsters it swears to handle to get the answers. That thing is very apple tree. Honestly, probably worse than its sperm donor who enjoys setting children and women on fire. His families listen to him scream and die and try to get to one another and excuses it by, well, I spent my time. No, there ain't enough time on earth for that. So anyway, I'd say that one is bred genetically and is far worse than its sperm donor. Um, but it is the same caliber monster as those it holds space with, and it's not here to dance with them or get answers or anything else. It is one of them. Um, Out in the real world, it is dangerous that it holds past history for um, animal abuse, DV. This here to tell you that in what traits it carries and holds, there are only certain folks, and those are some of the worst types of abusers and monsters that you'll ever see. It should really tell you everything. And that it escaped to Canada, left its offspring behind, even people they don't belong to, and wouldn't come back across to get them because I'm sure it's running from something here, is my guess. Should also tell you something. If you bought the marks have the COVID and the vaccines, plays on it, I don't know what to tell you. Oh yeah, going to Georgia next, and going to Georgia next, and going to Georgia. But you buy it, you buy it. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Oh my God. Poor Prairie Dick. He just expected a 3-day visit too. After I guess all parties were cheating, probably because some of the worst ass cheek photos I've ever seen. But anyway, damn 3-day visit turned into some straight Hotel California. What happened to that wedding? They pushing it off? I mean, they made enough. I don't remember. On top of the Summer Wells teeth in her fucking mouth, but that her little rusty tongue drives throughout every day when it hammers down on lies, bullshit, and the twisting of shit, abuses of real people in the real world, and thinks it's safe over in the Moose Punch territory, but anyway, he can get away with it gleefully. Um, while it runs its Amazon wish list. Y'all ever seen a fucking wish list that features um, lady bit cleaners? The fuck is wrong with somebody put that on? I'm like, seriously? I mean, ew. Sure. Hey, have some decency, bro. Anyway, so I don't know. But then remember, we're talking about someone here who did ad placement with lingerie in live streams about Summer and other missing and murdered children and women. I mean, and I'm talking about wore fucking lingerie ad placement, ad whatever the fuck that is, right? Remember that? Yeah, very classy, very classy. Uh, Probably why it's stuck at a Hotel California 3 day teeth got paid for wedding ain't happening status. Wait till the next ass cheeks comes along. You know. Anyway, right. But anyway, so uh, all I'm saying is it is very obvious what Toasty Moose Knuckle Jr. there is. As you guys know, was it just last night? All right. So I get sent this. And I hate to give it attention because that's what it's wanting because it's real fucking thirsty lately. It's going down in View County. It's desperate. It's also pissed because Dawn won't have shit to do with it no more. Can't quite get it back. Blackmail him back. Can't trigger him back. I don't know. It's been left. The breakup was serious, man. For a minute. Anyway, and now it's latched on to another abuser that it can also use, much like it used Dawn to abuse the shit out of Candace while y'all enjoyed it. No matter what you think of them, that shit ain't cool. And you watched her do it, and gaslight it, and cause the abuse and potential murdering or death of Candace. And none of y'all should want that. Candace trapped it, feeling like no way this the others, y'all laugh and clap and do whatever. Um, no matter what you think about guilt, innocence, anything like that, you know. Um, Nobody should want anything to happen to Candace or be joyful over it or condone it. Summer is not found. There's no real answers publicly yet. Um, Nobody should want another human being done that way. Right? That's just how it is. And so, but y'all watched it. So either way, now it's just happy it's got another one that'll help it. Not only will it abuse its survivors, fighters, victims, even with orders of protection in place, and make no mistake, those still are. But a known and admitted woman and child abuser sitting on his panel. Fact. an attempted murder. Someone who abused me in every way you can think. Is admitted to all these things. You know what you've not had Dawn do really is straight out admit to like abusing children and shit. Things like that. And usually trust covers ass and all that, you know? But you've had Monster and you've seen proof of it. So what you have here is an admitted and known woman and child abuser, an animal abuser, uh, of like damn near all varieties, holding space in your community. So damn right, this one has got another thing, that, you know, an abuser that is not paying attention to what was and how Dawn was done and kept on and how this one will go to ends of the earth to keep and fuck with its life if it dares try to what, yeah. Um, cause it's gotta keep y'all buying its badge seal or whatever that is, you know? And it's bullshit. So it can latch on to the next case and do the same damn thing as it destroys that case too. Like it latched on to Billy Joe and Leilani. Even though Leilani was named as prime and only. And you know, no need for it to have ever even been there around that situation, period. But not that there ever is. But yeah, the only reason to do that is to try to destroy Clinton's case. That was it. And screw with and tamper with other witnesses, the babysitter, try to create false suspects, that type of shit, and screw up everything. That's all they ever do around here on purpose. Anyway, so yeah, now it's happy-ish again. It's got another monster to lick its butt till that monster skirts away and not give it what it wants or doesn't do as it wants, and then it'll fuck it all up sideways and everybody near it for daring to attempt it. Oh yeah. Anyway, so thinking about certain abusers, they have the same thing about them, like Dawn, right? Responds to females, etc. As you can see by all the Pipers, Jenny Adrians, etc. The first one is labeled the Jen Hyman, but spelled incorrectly, Nutter, that BK and them sent to acquire initially. Others, not to be confused with the Jen Hyman, the real one. This one had, Yeah, anyway. But as you can see, abusers, men of that type, they do it with monster women. It's a pattern, but anyway, whatever. Not the point, I don't guess, really. But monster females know that, right? That's why these types of monsters often find themselves blindsided and wrapped up with or by one before they ever fucking even know, man. Sort of end up in 3-day hotel, California shit, and marriages, you only use them to target survivors and fighters of you, that type of shit. But anyway, here's the thing. Yeah, this is apparently what took place today. At some point.
as you guys know, was it just last night or the night before anyways, doing live? Yeah, last night. So then Jody Sue did a couple lives, and she actually has real tears. Now, she seems to have this thought or idea that every time Andy and I speak, it has to do with her, and it absolutely does not. It's just really fucked up. It really, really, really is fucked up. But anyways, she's saying, we're helping Monster. We're going to have her and her little killed and me working with him and whatever messages he sent last night and we're out to harm her and yada, yada, yada. We were talking about a whole different suspect in the case and not about her at all. And I had the receipts that I could prove that, but it's not for me to prove right now in this moment in time. But it will be. But it had everything to do with Fred, not with Jody. So that whole little escapade that she did last night is actually kind of funny. It's absolutely hilarious when you think about it because it had nothing to do with her. There we go. Much better. You look cute. Thank you, Alex.
Anyway, so, the thing about it is, we go through this cycle about the same time every year, and especially leading up to the 1 year mark. And, especially around certain events they get up to. But, as you can, if you know what the hell you're looking at, right? It's pure gaslighting, manipulation, and, crazy making, right? By a bunch of monsters. Now, you've seen several versions of this, if you've been around here long enough. The feathers bullshit was one of them. Or when they actually broke in here and also shit, did the video, etc. And then at the same time, this group had the numbered posts, and as the backstage lives it aired and all these other things later showed, it was leading up to them attempting to do a 5150 falsely, right, on me. And then last minute, they swapped it to the straight targeting of Little based on another lie with our abuser and his helpmate there. And then Ziggy couldn't keep up with the show. Half of them didn't know what was going on because the swap had taken place, right? Went from, no, Jody Sue's supposed to hurt us up to Little's supposed to, So went from one to the other skip, right? But what they were hoping with that Feathers account is that, and when they heard the call go over the radio here to police, but it was about an entirely different matter, they assumed it was me calling in about the Feathers account. They've been locked down for like 24 hours, something like that. But while I was standing there doing the other things, one of the little helpful stalkers came by checking shit out, And police noted that. But I was like, I wonder. And I opened the phone, and here it was. They had unlocked it and changed the date, which I do have proof of. And it was made to do so if I called in about the break-in, right, which I assumed it would. All the shit revolved around here. And I think that was around the dates with Penny and trying to throw it all off on and this and the other, and saying abusers will help me was being falsely, but I wasn't even here when the break-in occurred. Family members witnessed people leaving this together, not me. That's what they fucked up on. But that's not what was being done, but they assumed it was because they seen police here. But anyway, so yeah, they do that shit, and I'm like, so this is meant to do a thing, right? All right, and then sort of already got murdered on the shit, and obviously couldn't misread those blatant posts between abuser's favorite group there, Jenny, Adrian, Piper, all them, Piper playing music, going, Jody, when the help comes and blah, 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 and the video titled, Who's Knocking at My Door? Like, you gotta be kidding me. And being out. I mean, once things are compiled, you realize that's these fucking manipulative ass trash tragedy films go to fuck with people emotionally, psychologically, whatever, you know. But it's a bunch of abusers adept at it in real life, using the same techniques, but via online means, right? But, yeah, and there have been so many times like this, they've pulled the same shit, especially near what they assume are other court dates, or leading up to Summer's 1 year mark, especially, or it's just an overall way to try to discredit my voice, or to say that what is it, Jenny and Adrian is like, oh, we really shook that tree after trying to get her murdered. So it's probably her just being histrionic because something's at a stop sign, you know, right? But audiences buy it. They literally listen to these creators go, oh, we're trying to get her killed, but really shook that tree and laughing about it and gloating over it. And then they're like, well, but you know, maybe it wasn't real piercing, maybe it's just her being histrionic. And people are, I'm like, you really just had somebody admit openly they're trying to get someone else murdered and killed, and maybe it made them afraid, and they're joyful about it, but the next second, oh, well, how do y'all buy this shit? I don't know, or don't see it for the manipulation and shit it is. And, that they're making victims here, dude. And they're using this realm to psychologically and emotionally fuck people and abuse them, on top of an abuser using them, and all of them in a little pile together to do it. It's the wildest shit, man. So anyway, now do I doubt that? Being whatever, I don't know. There's a chance it was whatever. Who knows what was sent back? Could be whatever. The reason I say that is because, right here. This was the next one.
Wow. Awesome job, Andy. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, Andy's doing some work, y'all. He's doing some awesome work. That's all I'll say. I've got it. Yes, I will keep it to myself. Yes. Wow. Damn. Very interesting. Okay. Well, you guys, I just thought for a fact behind the scenes that Andy will have a story for y'all one day. There's time and place for everything. Interesting. Good job. Love it. Do me a favor and either just like I don't know, drop him some like hand prayer emojis or like I don't know, blue hearts or something, just to send Andy some good vibes, positive energy, and pray for him and Becca. But yeah, he's making some good moves. You all will love it. Ryan, you probably already know too. Like just send him and Becca some good vibes, okay? And again, time and place for everything is gonna be his place to let you know. You'll know when you know. Just know that. Yes, right. He does have his actual reality, and so do we. You got a gang of people, honestly, Andy. Cotton Candy Blues, me, Ryan, and Gavel, and most people in here, you know. Yeah, and it's been really good having you say your piece, you know, say your side, and give everyone your voice in the situation, so we don't just have to listen to the fuckery going on, you know. So I'm glad, but you know.
Now, does that remotely sound like that's about Fred? Does it? Was that made to sound like it was about Fred? Send up the prayer emojis and stay on your path and Y'all just pray for him and his sidekick, and who have both worked to fuck with Jody Sue before, and we've seen it, and there's evidence of it, and y'all just pray for them. They're going to stay on the path, and you got a really good group here. It's got your back, the Jenny and the Ryan, and oh, y'all just pray for him. One day he's going to have a story to tell just so we don't listen to the other, his side of him, instead of all that fuckery over there. What? What the fuck's I got to do with Fred? And Sidekick don't know Fred or anybody else well enough to be on some sort of super mission, right? Yeah, break. So, what you have there is a compilation. It is obviously meant for me to have heard, right? Seen. And to go, what the fuck are they up to now in my life? What are they doing now? And y'all seen evidence that our abuser and sidekick have gotten up to quite a bit. This group, including some of those she named, and Ryan now in the past couple months, have been doing shit to us. And have for several years with some of them in that. Yeah. They knew how it would hit me, what it would be taken as, and it was meant to trigger me and to elicit a response. Make me all histrionic and shit. Call police, freak out, and then maybe it was some mundane ass message or fake one by fake AB account or who the fuck knows what, right? Man, we've seen Monster and Stahl playing that game too before. Where it's a crazy making thing, right? That way I'm not believed leading up to certain dates, or look what she did, it looks like, whatever, right? She's crazy. Please don't do paperwork. Please don't whatever on it. She's crazy. Look, here's the receipts. This is all we were doing at the time, right? She's the bad guy. She's being mean to us by speaking out still about DV and trying to protect her and her child and whatever online from. You know. And trying to out tragedy pimps. She's the bad guy. So anyway, crazy making. That's what you call crazy making, triggering, manipulation, gaslighting 101. And it's intended to make victims and survivors look crazy, to do whatever, to try to discount, destroy their voices, their statements. And this group does love trying to do that to me. So it could have been some mundane shit in the back. But if Monster's sitting there listening to her like it and build that up, well, Chancellor's playing it just like him and his helpful sidekick did before with that shit with Penny and the feathers and the break-ins and shit. You're right. Yeah. So, nope. I'm pretty sure when you play for, say, judges, police, detectives, anybody else, just these.
Do me a favor and either just I don't know, drop them some hand prayer emojis or I don't know. Oh shit.
And that he's in the comments. I'll send you something to look at. La la la. The comments from him. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Wow. Awesome job, Andy. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, Andy's doing some work, y'all. He's doing some awesome work. That's all I'll say. I've got to, yes, I will keep it to myself. Yes. Wow. Damn. Very interesting. Okay. Well, you guys, I just thought for a fact behind the scenes that Andy will have a story for y'all one day. There's time and place for everything. Interesting. Good job. Love it. heart or something, just to send Andy some good vibes, positive energy, and pray for him and Becca. But yeah, he's making some good moves. You all will love it. Ryan, you probably already know too. Like, just send him and Becca some good vibes, okay? And again, time and place for everything is gonna be his place to let you know. You'll know when you know. Just know that. I'm sure. Satan wants me to go down this road. Yes, Ryan. He does have his extra reality, and so do we. You got a gang of people, honestly, Andy. Candy Blues, me, Ryan, and Gavel, and most people in here, Yeah, and it's been really good having you say your piece, say your side, and give everyone your voice in the situation, so we don't just have to listen to the fuckery going on, So I'm glad, but Funny. As you guys know, was it just last night or the night before? Anyways, doing live. Yeah, last night. So then Jody Sue did a couple lives, and she actually has real tears. Now, she seems to have this thought or idea that every time Andy and I speak, it has to do with her, and it absolutely does not. It's just really fucked up. It really, really, really is fucked up. But anyways, she's saying, we're helping Monster. We're going to have her and her little killed, and me working with him, and whatever messages he sent last night, and we're out to harm her, and yada, yada, yada. We were talking about a whole different suspect in the case and not about her at all, and I had the receipts that I could prove that, but it's not for me to prove right now in this moment in time. But it will be. But it had everything to do with Fred, not with Jody. So that whole little escapade that she did last night is actually kind of funny. It's absolutely hilarious when you think about it, because it had nothing to do with her. There we go. Much better. You look cute. Thank you, Alex.
So essentially what you have there, just between those three pieces, the comment section is pretty good goddamn example. One that will line up with the others. The feathers, and you're right. There's the karma, there's all that, the handwriting, the blackmail bit, all that thing, but and all the same type of fuckery around it to make me, but the point is, well, yeah, there's a pretty good example of a stall, Toasty Moose Knuckle Jr. there, and an abuser working together to continue shit that's been done to us for years. That right there is straight gaslighting, manipulation, and attempted crazy making, but in a form they hope could be used to discredit my voice in all kinds of realms, especially leading up to certain things. Shit about every year. But anyway, and during the months right before the 1 year mark, every time, right? Like clockwork. But, that right there is abuse. I think we can all see it, know it for what it is. And attempted setup-y shit. Much like Abuser, its helpful little sidekick, and its little teammates behind and in front of the scenes as it's been doing it over the years here on social media, blatantly with orders, places, and now just outright. But as it's done prior with and around break-in stuff, the false 5150 attempts, so its little buddies get, get hands on little, destroy us, all these things, and to hurt me little, and at least keep abusing us by psychological, emotional means at all times. Keep us on our toes. But to try to do the crazy making around each event, that does include the feathers. Then, of course, you have the blackmail letter. And Cher seems to be stuck on it, don't she? And ain't it weird how Green Eyes from day one comes from her realm? A little weird, ain't it? Interesting when you really think about that. But anyway, yeah. And a lot of the worst come from Hermbone's realm. It's really interesting. But all the little worst critters that have ever walked around in Summer's case and tormented, terrorized, destroyed, created the chaos, the drama, the fake pound, all the things. Fuckery, major fuckery. It's all been built, manufactured. The ones who are usually responsible for it come and from or circle those two. Even a prayer garden was built there. Right after doing its jobby job with Dawn and Candace. Gifted a whole channel and a build up with subs for its jobby job. Either way. But yeah, I've seen a few cycles of that. It's like AB when he was reading out orders. That time that Stahl and our abuser had given over instantly before even leaving the parking lot after being told specifically not to do so and not to be doing anything little, but obviously her info was on the anyway, doesn't matter. And then AB used them, Penny used them for the Moselle shit to destroy and target family members, myself, this, the other. Moselle comes from Chris M, obviously. Blah, blah, at that time. Penny got a hold of Penny, Junie, Adrian were the ones circling Monster. But it was because of what Monster and its helpful little sidekick wife did with that paperwork that enabled all that. And then AB gets up there and it's, oh, look at you being history. Oh my God. And yeah, this is funny. And haha, your orders are funny what you put on him. And yeah, he's beating you with bats and doing all this. And he's working with a group online. Yeah, he was. He is. And not only does it have a realm to abuse me in, so do they, and they both use each other to do that to Little and I. They falsely use courts, false lawsuits from family members, blah, 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 to make things look certain ways in front of judges before we get up there, to make me look certain ways, right? Drop it right in front of the judge you're getting ready to see, and that way he reads it. But it's not argued, and then it's going to make judges who look a certain way now, isn't it? Exactly. The depths and lengths, and then this person is now openly admitted to that type of fuckery, and admitted so to my family members, others in the community, and others that did wrong, like a certain person with the name L and E and all the others, and that it was out here doing it on purpose, and the lawsuit was done on purpose. Well, it's going to be real hard to deny that wasn't done on purpose to that judge in order to do exactly that, which was to try to manipulate not only him, but to manipulate the court's thoughts and base their opinion on judgments based on a lawsuit put in front of them and laid down, not argued. That way, the truth was never seen or heard, and that entire damn thing was nothing but lies, right? And that was the intention of it, and that the date was picked to where hopefully it was an extra jab at me, to where, I also had to go in and potentially not say goodbye to my son as he shipped off. It's not a coincidence, nor has any of this shit ever been. And this group is that dirty, dark, and deep, but it will help that this person has admitted to that being all bullshit, lies, tampering with, and basically that's its intended purpose, is not to just fuck with me and to screw with me and inevitably everything around everything, but to also fuck with an actual court and a judge and to skew, manipulate their thoughts of me to maybe change their judgment and opinion about, or cast it, you know what I mean? That's how fucked this group is and those around in it. That's the fucking balls they have. So anyway, I don't know what to tell you. That's where we're at. That monster continues to do it with this group. And that way his little buddies come back, no, look, Mr. DA, Mr. Judge, Mr. God, she's this, she's that, she's crazy. It was just a simple text. And they hope shit like that's never seen. If you're any cop detective, psychologists could tell you exactly what was done there. Don't believe me. That's flat out what the fuck that is. And when you know somebody's clearly been abused their whole fucking life, and you're working with their abuser to gaslight, make shit look certain ways, and you come behind it and go, oh no, it was a simple whatever, and I can show it. Yeah, well, you can also show a 3-part clip series that show you're obviously full of shit and it was intended to gaslight, make one think things were afoot, to trigger other events, to do certain things with, to make them afraid, to terrify them, to torment them, make them walk on eggshells, to make them perpetually wonder what's getting ready to come, what's going to happen. See, Cher there, she knows what she's doing. Because she is one of those. You've seen her do it a million times. Dawn, Candace, other situations, other people in here. And our abuser clearly knows that type of shit, especially since it's got a helpful little sidekick that's so good at, well, doing it that way until it gnawed its arm off. But it ain't ever gonna listen to me about that. But the point is, they're all doing it. Rinse, repeat style. And so it's not hard to see that what it is, you know. To those who, I don't know, have common sense, logic, any percentage of psychological, you know, training, anything, I don't know, mind hunting ability, backgrounds in, you know, abuse, or have lived or survived it. You know what the hell Toasty, Moose Knuckle, and cohorts were up to with that and the intended purpose of it. And what it'll probably be used to try to do, and, well, at least in front of you all, it's already been used as a way to make me look like I'm blah, 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 right? And then also insert it like I'm over it. But did you hear the little bit about she was really crying? Imagine the thought of real tears shocking. It doesn't to most normal people. But the reason is like she's finding joy in it, that she can cause that type of pain, uncertainty, fear, eggshell walking, and continual trauma to another human being. And I should just say to a human being because, you know, she's happy with it. She enjoys it, much like Monster and Helpmate do. It's funny. It's abusive, but that's its intended purpose. It makes them happy they can do that to someone who's survived, still trying to survive, still fighting against it. Oh, look, we actually got her to cry. Those are real tears. Holy shit, she really cried. She was really upset. It really had her thinking the worst, and still probably do, and walking on eggshells again. Super walking on them. Wondering in terror and fear what's going to happen to her little and what we're going to do this time. Well, we try to gaslight, manipulate, do the crazy makings around a real victim survivor that we're re-victimizing day after day after. abusing psychologically and emotionally at the very least, creating great fear and on purpose. Imagine that. There was a real tear. And they'll lap it up gleefully. Good for them. Good for them. Hold on. Oh dear. Okay, so on top of that, on top of that, um, I tapped the wrong button. It made me heckin' curious. And I was like, this one's, yeah. So I've been sort of keeping an eye on certain players and certain shit. You know, like those lockdown flavor types and things. I always tend to in ways, but this right here, and y'all know how I feel about these double-edged sword type pieces, right? But they look good to the public, don't they? They really do. Y'all buy them so often, and it's part of the mind fuck, really. But I touched this fucking button. Oh, yeah, there it is. Let's see.
Simple. They provide a new menu every week with delicious, nutritious meals.
Alright. So, hold on. Alright, guys, I'm back. Give me just a second. Alright, so what we have here is you'll hear the squeakers right now. Everybody's awake. They would like milk. They're following on. Baby kitty train stuff. So anyway, I'm not even gonna ask questions. Alright. So like I was saying, fall around to you, they have that sort of spine. It is what it is. Okay. Oh, lovely. Parroting.
Save money on braces or SureSmile at Tri-Cities Orthodontics. Now through April.
Anyway, I think this begins with exploitation, manipulation, wording on the screen. Hey, you gotta like, share, and subscribe it. Right. Hey, click join for exclusive members only content. Yep. Okay.
This video experience is transformative and is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, recording, teaching, and more.
Hello and welcome to another video.
Imagine doing that on another woman's domestic violence and abuse happening to her online. Hell, believe that, bro. I tell you. Anyway,
Jody Sue.
and then the title of my video, our abusers still working with this group to threaten, put us in fear, harm us, etc. Harm meaning emotional, mental, blah, 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 etc. You know, and obviously shit's coming to the door, so whatever, right? Alright, carrying on.
Sue means
First word is Jody Sue.
business. So here is the video we are using a short clip from. Timestamp is approximately 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I will also link the domestic violence hotline in the description and probably throughout the video. And I think I'll be turning off the comments for this video just to avoid any crazy comments, especially if we're dealing with a domestic violence type conversation, we'll call
okay.
it. So
Okay.
yeah, please, if I can't figure it out, please do not leave nasty comments in the comment section. I don't like to make it so people can't leave their opinions, but there's just too many comments to field that are inappropriate, in my opinion. So we protect people who
Don't worry about it, guys. She's going to do what you would do in the comment section.
are going through domestic violence situations, and we give them the benefit of the doubt. And
That's interesting wording, isn't it? We give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, mind you, this comes out. About 9 hours ago. No, interesting wording. Let's hear it again.
too many comments to field that are inappropriate, in my opinion. So we protect people who are going through domestic violence situations, and we give them the benefit of the doubt. And
But first, you use them to sell your channel in memberships only arena. You know, the area back there. And the first word of your mouth is their name. And then you say you're turning off comments. And you give them the benefit of the doubt. Excuse me? That's it.
and let's get going here. Thanks for being here, and let's watch. Oh, sorry, just quickly. And Jody had been just reviewing a few of Cher's clips on her phone. She was showing them. And so I'm going to have to assume that she is referring to Cher, Voices Behind the Wall.
Good advertising job for someone who does real harm to cases and real human beings around them, and upholds monsters of all varieties, and helps cleanse them and tamper with everything, and helps them abuse their victims and survivors like, well, you know, you've seen her do for years now. Good advertising never. Shoot them eyes over there. What would it be without a day? Because, I mean, shit, if you ain't directing eyes all over places, and what content would you have as share? Hopefully gives you content from triggering and manipulating other people. Mostly survivors and fighters, women and children. It's fine, fuck it.
Cher has had Andy, which is Jody's ex, on her stream a few times now. Whether or not people feel like Andy has a right to have an opinion and also come onto YouTube and also share his opinion, it's obviously making Jody feel a certain way.
That's interesting, isn't it? Whether people feel like, why even say anything like that? Whether people feel like he has a right to his opinion and la la, it obviously makes Jody feel a certain way. And then right before that's the benefit of the doubt. Oh, it seems like you're doing some things yourself there, bro. To seed doubt and bullshit. Double hit while selling memberships, my dude. Man, it's already too much for me, man.
And whether we believe it or not, it is what it is. It is what it is, and everyone's opinion, it's obviously making Jody. Sorry, just quickly, and
I mean, listen to this again in its entirety. Wording on screen, manipulation, blah, blah, then first name out of the gate, first picture on screen, just, it's something.
With a domestic violence type conversation, we'll call it, seconds. I will also link the domestic violence hotline business. So, hello and welcome to another video. Jody Sue means business. So, here is the video we are using a short clip from. Timestamp is approximately 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I will also link the domestic violence hotline in the description and probably throughout the video.
Gotta get that virtue signaling in on my DV, man. Yeah.
And I think I'll be turning off the comments for this video just to avoid any crazy comments, especially if we're dealing with a domestic violence type conversation, we'll call it. So yeah, please, if I can't figure it out, please do not leave.
No, it's not a conversation. What that was a reaction to more emotional and psychological abuse by a creator and our abuser online in front of the world. But you call it whatever you want. So what you have here essentially is another female at that, wanting you to like, subscribe, share, and join memberships so you can get exclusive access and content. Title of my name. But there's help links will leave already a seeding of doubt, and comment for, well, whatever. But truth is, what you witnessed last night and today is absolute abuse online by a creator and our abuser with orders, etc. Admitted and known. A literal child and woman abuser who's admitted to such. Animal abuser, yep. But what she's getting ready to show is actual abuse and the effects of it in real time. But she's going to need you to join members. Right? I think our members are something about ballers and hustlers. Those are the levels. Kid you not. Those are the names of her join levels. Anyway, so this female here, she's getting ready to do she's done all this. And that little, has a flavor to it. Every time I come over, it's just this whole thing. Has a flavor. Anyway.
Nasty comments in the comment section. I don't like to make it so people can't leave.
Like, click, share, subscribe. Click join for exclusive members only content.
This video is fair use, is transformative, and is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allows the for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, recording, teaching, and more. Hello and welcome to another video. Jody Sue means business. So here is the video we are using a short clip from. Timestamp is approximately 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I will also link the domestic violence hotline in the description and probably throughout the video. And I think I'll be turning off the comments for this video just to avoid any crazy comments, especially if we're dealing with a domestic violence type conversation, we'll call it. So yeah, please, if I can't figure it out.
Not a conversation. That was a reaction to actual abuse by a creator and our abuser. Hey, but it's cool. Like, share, subscribe.
Please do not leave nasty comments in the comment section. I don't like to make it so people can't leave their opinions, but there's just too many comments to field that are inappropriate, in my opinion. So we protect people who are going through domestic violence situations, and we give them the benefit of the doubt. And
the benefit of the doubt? Bitch, there's orders in place. The dude's online and behind it for over 2 years, admitting to it. What do you mean the fucking benefit of the doubt? Are you that bad at recognizing manipulation, triggering, gaslight? I know you ain't saying too many things lately. To recognize what you've seen and decided to clip, you know, to advertise yourself on. Yeah, but you know. But yeah, let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
let's get going here. Thanks for being here, and let's watch. Sorry, just quickly, and Jody had been just reviewing a few of Cher's clips on her phone. She was showing them, and so I'm gonna have to assume that she is referring to Cher, Voices Behind the Wall. Cher has had Andy, which is Jody's ex, on her stream a few times now. Whether or not people
X instead of known and admitted abuser, I mean, it's okay to call it such because it's admitted to being such. X makes it sound better, though, right? Than known and admitted abuser of Jody. It doesn't have quite the same ring to it. It doesn't see the making a child and woman abuser sound like a human does. It's fine. Carry on, though.
feel like Andy has a right to have an opinion, and also Voices Behind the Wall. Cher has had Andy, which is Jody's ex, on her stream a few times now. Whether or not people feel like Andy has a right to have an opinion and also come onto YouTube and also share his opinion, it's obviously making Jody feel a certain way.
Now, everybody don't like listening what's actually happening, and I know you've spent enough time in these streets watching for several years. It is not an opinion. Opinions are one thing. His on Fred and the others, life, whatever. I don't give a shit. That's fine. All day, any day. What is not fun is using this group, like I know this one, most of the world's aware of, to continue to target, fuck with, abuse, emotionally, psychologically, and bring danger to our goddamn door and otherwise, etc., 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 via this group and online. And you can't tell me you can't see it and what it does and how it works because, well, you're making money on the actual moment of abuse. You know? So anyway, it ain't me feeling some type of way about his opinion on certain things. It's abuse being done online with these creators and others, behind scenes and in front of the world, for several years after I've already survived almost 3 decades of it. Had me feeling some type of way. I'll tell you. With orders in place too, ain't that something? So anyway, as y'all host a known and admitted woman and child abuser, and that I know to also be an animal abuser, among other things. So anyway, thing is, yeah, that has a certain feel to it, don't it? Certain flavor here. Listening, what's happening, pretending you have no knowledge of, pretending what you're getting ready to air is just me having whatever, you know. You see, manipulation wording at the title, at the first of this is pretty fucking accurate, ain't it? Yeah. Hey, y'all join ballers, hustlers over on the backs of a woman, her name, and actual abuse occurring to her in those moments by an abuser via online tragedy events on one who's lessening everything. making it seem like another woman's overreacting or this, that, and the other. Well, his opinion, I know people think he has a right to, and, whatever, and, but it, benefit of the doubt. Yeah, we get you. Hustler? I ain't no mood for this shit. Advocates my ass. Anti-tragedy pimps my ass.
And whether we believe it or not,
See, and whether we believe it or not,
it is what it is.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Nice pebble in the pond there, sugar.
And let's get going here. Thanks for being here, and let's watch. Sorry, just quickly, and Jody had been just reviewing a few of Cher's clips on her phone. She was showing them, and so I'm gonna have to assume that she is referring to Cher, Voices Behind the Wall. Cher has had Andy, which is Jody's ex, on her stream a few times now. Whether or not people feel like Andy has a right to have an opinion and also come onto YouTube and also share his opinion, it's obviously making Jody feel a certain way. And whether we believe it or not, it is what it is. It is what.
And whether we believe it or not. What? The absolute reaction to being abused openly, like gaslit, manipulated, crazy making, all that. No. Whether you believe it or not.
What it is, and everyone, of course, has a right to their opinions, but I just wanted to keep this comment section in particular clean. And I do very much appreciate your understanding in that regard.
I'm gonna hit our channel sideways. And here's how you know that it's really about algorithms and subs, likes, clicks, blah, blah, blah. She blows up a cigarette. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Blows up the whole cigarette. Don't want to piss YouTube off and algorithms and blah, blah, blah. Don't want to do that. Might not be picked up to where people can see the channel I'm getting ready to advertise and make money on some other woman's occurring in real time moment of abuse online and make money on. Wouldn't want that, my dudes. Hell no. I need more ballers than us. I'm taking it. She won't continue to do this to our other subscribers. Not again. Not ever again. I'm taking her channel, come hell or high water, by the end of the night. Let's for that out there. I'm contacting those I need to contact. This is done. And the rest of you want to continue with the monster business, be my guest. I'm going to start taking your checks. Help him in that and this group continue to abuse us, because that's what it is. To keep us in fear. To keep us from being able to live outside of a box or anywhere else, to abuse us openly and profit off of it and put us in constant fear of everything. To abuse us and openly profit off of us and keep us in constant fear. Cut us off from support, family, friends. Well, it profits from it. I'm going to take your channels. I'm at least going to take your monetization. No, so profit from it. I'm at least going to take your monetization. At the very least. Tonight, I'm taking hers. At the very least. Tonight, I'm taking hers. Oh, but look, this one puts up, you are never alone. And the National Domestic Violence Hotline. After creating and casting seeds of doubt and making a known and admitted woman and child abuser online seem like, well, he just has an opinion, she feels a little way about it. But obviously what we're seeing here is her being gaslit, manipulated, and crazy making from a creator who's been here doing it for years with others and has a history of it with Candace and Dawn. Now she's got another duo to do it too. Well, but it's okay. Join my fucking membership. Right? Well, here's the hotline.
Enjoy. In the morning, I'm taking care of whatever that is. Maybe throughout the night as well. Go ahead and take care of it. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done.
So Jody is done. She is going to take channels. And I assume she means the channels that are hosting Andy on the channels.
No. Now I mean the fucking channels who want to use an active moment of abuse online and my reaction to it as a way to sell their goddamn members only bullshit. Downplay the abuse. Make a monster a fucking human not called out for what it is, what it's admitted to being online. Right in front of y'all. Act like it's just that I have a problem with an opinion. And if there's, a side of and a side of it, no, they ain't. It's known and admitted. Proven to be. You're literally making excuses in room and downplaying the violence against a woman and her children. This is how women die in the goddamn dark. So, no, now I mean channels to help other women die in the fucking darkness with their children. Never reach out because they got stupid bitches downplaying their abuse, trying to make monsters human, and like, well, their opinion. Yeah, okay, opinions are one thing, man. On a host of all kinds of life around here, living beside certain people, continuing to abuse, profit on, attempt to destroy your victims, survivors, and those still fighting you. See, that's not a fucking opinion. So what you're doing is you're helping women and children die in the darkness. I don't care how many times you want to share a domestic violence link. I don't care how many times you want to post the domestic violence hotline, which, by the way, is mostly a circle jerk, especially if you live in very rural areas. You can call 1-800 all day long. Hell, you can call 911 all day long. Nah. And it's because of fuckers like you normalizing and downplaying and making it seem less than and doing whatever is the reason you have all these fuckers running amok. Society being like, well, and Budweiser and Black Eyes and not being able to recognize those types of abuse and to condone it and to make everything Amber and Johnny and to whatever and no, absolutely fucking you're the no. This is why women and children don't nope. This is why nothing fucking matters. It's shit like this. This is why society turns blind eyes to. Until there's some, like, mass event because some dude who got away with the type of behaviors that often are precursors for that type. So the reason you have that related with so many other types of crimes later on in life and bigger ones like murders and shit, well, they all connect. But yeah, this is why it starts here, you see. There'd be far less murders, abuses, public events, if you all would realize how dangerous these individuals are, what they can become, what they often do, and how destructive they are, even if they never go beyond the point of just beating the shit out of you mentally, psychologically, and physically, and your children, and what kind of change that creates generationally, and how that, you can drive down it. Look, I don't give a shit. This is garbage. This right here is why women and children die in the darkness. I don't want a name attached to it. I don't want you using a moment where I was being abused in real time as a way for you to profit from, and for you to help other women and children realize why it doesn't even make shit. Why nobody might believe them. Why it's well, we give them, there's doubt, and there's this, and well, simply the known and admitted child and woman abuser just had an opinion, and look at this one, and we'll turn the comments off because we know they're going to be bad and geared towards, Tragedy Pimps Heard and whatever, right? That y'all help make her buy garbage ass, manipulative, fucking downplaying ass pieces like this. So no, now we'll take it. Include shit like this. I will not have my name attached to or used by those doing shit like this that helps other women and children die in the goddamn darkness while they profit off of it. So what I'm gonna need you to do is erase this entire goddamn video. You will not use this to profit off of and to help other women and children realize why they can't or won't reach out for help in time, or might be doubted, or even if their abusers out blatantly going, yeah, I abused shit, I watched me do it again in front of the world, motherfuckers, and then watch the reaction to it. And hey, it's fine. It's cool. I'll profit off of it, and then y'all can use it as clip shit, and you all can do the members, likes, joins, hustlers, and ballers. I don't think so. You're either a fucking voice for and a true advocate, or you just hear a tragedy pimp. And you put more effort into bleeping out curse words in my cigarettes than you did your manipulation tactics for this shit. And you're gonna help other women and children doubt themselves to reach out in time with this shit. And I'll be damned. My face and my active moment of reaction to abuse in real time is going to be used for your profit, gain, and to help you show other women and children why they doubt, believed, comments are going to be bad. Ooh, abusers just, it's okay, honey. I'm going to need to take this piece of shit down. That's what I'm going to need you to do. I see what you're doing here. And it's weird every time you show up lately with some shit. Be real honest. How it's advertised, people circling around you, where you come from. Those you always refuse to hit out at. It's a little strange. Carried on.
So who could that be? Cher, Ziggy, and I do believe he went on Junkies channel as well. So I guess this is a
Oh no, not Dawn and Candace's favorite folks.
fair warning. She's taking channels. I was going to say let me know what you think in the comments, but I don't think we should have comments. Just for this one, just for this one. So thanks for listening, and get him, Jody, get him. I don't know it's hard to feel a certain way about this one. I think that a lot of accusations have been made against Andy.
She should have stopped right there. That's where she should have shut the fuck up. But no. Couldn't do that.
I guess this is a fair warning. She's taking channels. I was going to say let me know what you think in the comments, but I don't think we should have comments. Just for this one, just for this one. So thanks for listening, and get him, Jody, get him. I don't know it's hard to feel a certain way about this one.
It's hard to feel a certain way about this one.
I think that a lot of accusations have been made against Andy, and sometimes I feel like he has a right to defend him.
There's been a lot of accusations made against Andy. You know, he has a right to defend himself. Accusations, my ass. He's literally admitted to abusing the children. There's been proof of it. I know you've seen the pictures. They look like accusations to you, homie. Hell no, it don't.
Himself. It's
What about all the shit you've seen out in the open? There, 2P. You've seen him and this group work together. You've heard the, unlisted and the Google Meets and all things with Little Nat and what they've done. I know you listen to me often because you always be doing shit like this. Doing weird, funky shit. Double-edged pieces where it concerns me. But, yeah, I know you know better. And they don't give you orders based on. Sometimes they deny me with the best proof. They do all kinds of things, but point is, y'all shit and shenanigans like this are reasons maybe that happens to other women and children. Or things to protect them can't be enacted or can't be done or, shouldn't be done at certain times because of the manipulation of tragedy pimps in all kinds of settings. But anyway, yeah, no. So you're downplaying it once again. You're also with these very sentences right here before you even fully out of the gate. Teaching and showing in real time to others. And seriously, the amount of people that will come through your room and watch your videos, now over time, a lot of them will have been abused, survived it, still surviving it, still haven't reached out. Their children are still in those situations. Their aunties, their mamas, their mammies. This is what you're showing them. You, with this, may cost a life. Or several. That's the damage this type of shit can do. But hey, members only, right?
Jody doesn't own the internet, but it's hard to feel a certain way about this one. I think that a lot of accusations have been made against Andy, and sometimes I feel like he has a right to defend himself. Jody doesn't own the internet, but I get why she is uncomfortable.
And you sit down playing events. Jody doesn't own the internet. No, I don't. Nor have I ever said I did. And that I feel a certain type of way about it. Yeah, I feel a certain type of fucking way about being abused by creators and our abusers online. I sure as fuck do. And them setting up shit in our real life or in courts and going as far as they have and even literally trying to get us murdered and harmed. Yeah, I feel some goddamn way about that. So no, I don't own the internet, but trying to be a real voice for other survivors and fighters and keep them from dying in the goddamn darkness, not downplaying the abuse of them or creating seeds on purpose or pretending that a woman is just uncomfortable with her abuser being in front of the world with orders in place, continuing to abuse her and her child. But goddamn yes, you teach us and the rest of the world and the women coming through your room how to die in the darkness, won't you? While you sell members only content on our absolute abuse occurring in those moments and pretend and downplay, won't you?
But, on the other hand, he has a right to defend himself when accusations are put out against him. those are just my initial thoughts. I wish none of it was on YouTube, but it is. I can understand why Jody is feeling the way she's feeling about having Andy.
Apparently not. And you're not even skilled enough, right, to see it for what it is, though. I know your favorite people are, the ones you never hit out at or call out. I know they're the ones that, obviously you and I both know have gotten up to and done some of the worst shit with our abuser and the plotting and planning around Little and I. But, it's probably why there's a little pause in the video and you had to add this is like the other reasons you continue to do these double-edged pieces on me. I don't know, man. Scott been over lately in your room? How's that working out? Differs? I don't know.
Out here on the internet, but does
I can understand how she feels about Andy on the internet. But, there's always a but, right?
he have a right to respond? That is the question. I also don't know.
I'm going no. And he has, TP, actually. He's come out here and behind the scenes when he's scared shitless. He just has a group doing his dirty work for him behind the scenes the entire time we've been here. Then he got bold enough to come out from those. Then he's really gotten bold lately, right? Right? Am I right? Well, bitches like you help him make it less than and help women and children die in darkness. But anyway, here we go. Rewind.
Understand why Jody is feeling the way she's feeling about having Andy out here on the internet. But does he have a right to respond? That is the question. I also don't.
And he has. He's admitted to abusing on the children. That should have been it. Also, he's not supposed to be mentioning certain ones at all and all this.
Don't know how their order of protection works.
It works like he's not supposed to make us afraid, terrified, walking on eggshells, feeling threatened, harmed, etc. Not to be stalking all kinds of crazy shit that he's done clearly and violated the fuck out of for both years running. And I've had enough grace and mercy not to pick up the phone every 3 seconds. Act histrionic, disturb police. I wanted to, be able to have time instead on this bullshit and monster stupid shit. Instead, working other cases and summers, not to bother with because it involved you all as tragedy pieces of shit, gaslighting behavior, shit like that. Vague fuckery, keeping it in bounds to where it's like, well, trying to anyway until compiled. You see, and there's mountain evidence. I've had grace and mercy, even when monsters walked while you all walked. I'm done having grace and fucking mercy. But otherwise, the orders are never split, and even without those, not supposed to be mentioned in the little period ever. Alright? But on top of that, not supposed to be making us feel threatened, harassed, in danger, at risk of contacting the law, stalking, whatever, being near us. But as you can see, it just does whatever the fuck it wants to, including hunting Little and I down, how we were traveling and where we were going and how long we were going to be gone and everything else when we left town. Yeah. To the point it was even alarming those around us. So, and, giving Ryan over there helpful info and shit about where certain family members are buried, and Ryan showcasing a fucking headstone that apparently leads to some story that mom died and the younger daughter died shortly thereafter. It was wild. And I know other family are taking care of Ryan in that situation. Others took exception to others doing things the other night. You know, it's like, but okay. I'm so done with these people, y'all.
Maybe there's a stipulation in there where he's not supposed to do that. I honestly.
Maybe there's a stipulation. You want to read them? I have them. This is how little you want to pretend to know about. You ain't none of this supposed to be happening. Just because he's been out here doesn't mean he's supposed to be doing any of this shit. He's only be supposed to, like, speak of that, doing what he boldly as fuck. And doing what he's doing. Selling off my medical info, this and the other, getting us targeted by this group out in the open now with them, and doing things to bring harm to us, and absolutely in real time ended up bringing people to our door. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of that is condemned.
Don't know, and I wouldn't even know where to begin with that.
Probably should look it up. Or not speak on it if you're that ignorant of it.
Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. And again, let's have a look at these domestic violence information, phone numbers. There's also a link in the description.
But don't worry, if somebody does use them to reach out the darkness to manage it, they'll double think it, they'll doubt themselves, they'll think shit, my friends and things will leave bad comments about me, or they'll think less of me, or they'll think I'm an Amber in a Johnny situation and the community won't support me and others won't, and they'll think I'm just histrionic, or well, he's really a good guy, or well, and well, and well, and well, and well, until they second doubt themselves, until they only come out goddamn body bags. Them and their children. You're doing such an amazing job, Tragedy Pimps Exposed. How's that Hustlers and Ballad joint rooms working for you, homie? You feel good about this? I don't. Take it down. Do not use me in an active moment of abuse being levied and done to us in real time last night. Gaslighting, manipulation, and crazy making, and probably attempted setup-y shit for shit they think's being geared towards, or is, in order. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. I'm done with your double-edged shit. Your own manipulation I've seen for eons now. I've always hated the double-edged shit posts. ELP, Methvin, they're all pretty goddamn notorious for them. Quite a few others. Slithers. More than a few creators that use the same tactic. I hate that shit. It's so gross. It's very manipulative. Of audiences, subs, members, etc. Very manipulative. I don't know. If you want to play this shit coming from over here any further, I would probably recommend you actually start calling out some of the worst around you that support you, right? That actually lift you up, that are some of the worst actual tragedy events. Otherwise, you, like me and others, only have a real agenda around here and are only hitting at certain folks, an advertiser for it. Like the anti-Benny Keys channels, the anti-this, the anti-that. Yeah. If you're only ever hitting out at one or two, seems like you're actually pretty targeted. If you're only ever making double-edged pieces, well, it's going to have a certain flavor on it, ain't it? And a look to it. People are eventually going to start calling you out for it. If they're smart. Take this shit the fuck down. You're not going to profit off of an active moment of occurring abuse of me yesterday, and you're not going to help use it to help other women and children die in darkness while you put up a goddamn 1-800 number. But show them almost 2 minutes of your own on the how-tos and why nots, and to doubt themselves until they only leave in body bags. Fuck this, and fuck you for doing this with it. 1-800 number that shit. Hope you got a couple new hustlers and baller levels over off of it. Take it the fuck down. You can help women and children die in your own way, in your own fucking time, but you will not use an active moment of occurring abuse against little Ace Knight to do this with, to seed doubt around us, to discount and help discredit our voices and what was occurring to us, and to downplay it, and to help potentially have blood on your fucking hands when you show the women and children. They might not be believed, discredited, discounted, voices dampened, silenced, or why not to reach out for help to your stupid 1-800 number virtue signaling. I don't want that. You're not going to use me or abuse for that. You're no better than Jared. Take it the fuck down.
Description that will take you to a multitude of domestic violence hotlines across the world. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.
Look, he said you're way, way, way too fat, too skinny, way too flat, got scratched by skinny. Wanna talk trash cause he's insecure, but girl, don't you see that you're pure? You gotta believe it's a disease. Thinking about these things with no remedy. Now I'm flowing and planting the seed. You're someone that somebody needs. Never let them tell you that you're not, cause you are. Don't let them make you look dumb, cause
I love how they underscore that you are never alone. I don't know, I'd say you made an abundance of women doubt and feel alone and go, well, if comments be left about this woman crying and her abuser online, and there's just been, and they thought comments be unfriendly, well, I feel pretty goddamn alone in my moment of need, and well, this 1-800 number in my area can't really offer me help, and the shelters only keep me for 3 days, and when my male child's over a certain age, they won't even take us, and this one doesn't take pets, and how do I leave them here, or behind, or alone, and our abuser targets and abuses and threatens to kill them if we leave, and nobody will believe us anyway, and well, look, the abuser has a voice and an opinion, and we're fucked. What's the point? But hey, you're never alone.
you're smart. You don't never have to act like you're tough. Let me be the one to say that you're enough. Never let them tell you not, cause you are. Don't let them make you look dumb, cause you're smart. You don't never have to act like you're tough. Let me be the one to say that you're enough. You are enough.
Hey, for perks, no shit, this is on the screen. For perks such as updates about what I am working on, what is coming up, along with access to early release videos and members only videos, please join our membership for as low as $1.99 per month. I shit you not. Typed out, slow style, on the screen right after saying and advertising the URL. I'm not kidding. All through the video.
Enough with you look in the mirror and ask yourself what you wanna do.
No shit.
Be enough for you. The beauty is clearer.
No fucking shit. I mentioned the name of this channel is Tragedy Pimps Exposed. It just aired in a moment of tragic proportions of actual abuse in real time in reaction to it. And could not help but at first of it filled with members only, like, subscribe, this and there, blah, 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 and throughout the video and whatever. And then at the end, the very end, another membership deal, like, yeah, no shit. What? mind-blowing, isn't it? Anyway, so there's that. Y'all make it make sense. Y'all make it make sense. I mean, they do. In actual dollars and cents, but, you know, I can't. I mean, I can, but no way they'll do it. It's pretty gross. Its totality. So yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, um, so yeah, just anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it here with this one. Way it's digestible, fits certain attention spans, etc. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this one here for the moment. Yep, yep. I'm gonna leave this one here, and may not be back. You know how it goes. There's some things to do. Right. Anyway, I will catch y'all around the blocks. Talk at you later. Yeah. But it's raining. Kind of feel a snack in my soul. I've got some more things to do. Just not major big things, but it takes a little bit, but I need to get them done, and then let's see how I feel about it. Energy is at an all-time low after today, and I feel a little snacky. It's very rainy, getting rather chilly here tonight. definitely, I don't know, I feel some sort of warm snack in my belly type way about it. And I have kittens in my lap that, my poor legs ain't working right now. I can't hold up. So I'm going to find another position for them before the little fuzzy fellas fall or something. So you must start me talking about them. And Lord, they just got comfortable. So then they're going to be at me for 45 minutes. Then I've got to move to get a snack. And I don't know, maybe stuck here for a while. Been catnapped. I've been catnapped upon by all the fluffy babies. Oh, it's terrible. Anyway, you guys, I'll hop off here. At least for a bit. And, as always, you guys, please do share the DV/Universal Land Signal for Help. And please share Summer's picture information, call her by her name. Kick out the good pebbles, light the little sparks, when where you can, and always remember one voice does and can matter. All these little things can change the world and change lives and save them. And they can create vast amounts of good. Light, love, create tsunamis of change and enact it from just little ripples, sparks, and a voice. Okay? Remember that. Alright, guys. I'm off here.